Trick question. What brings me back to the library is the vast array of books. I mean, every single book that came to my mind or people recommended, it's here.
And what I like about the Harper Library is basically a place to congregate. At the same time, they have a lot of resources outside of books. You also have meeting rooms over here. At the same time, you have like a multitude of computers, both for like doing research or finding information. At the same time, there are color printers and laptops nearby. It's just a really good place.
The Harper College Library is a place where students, faculty, and staff can come and find information either for personal growth or for completing assignments. We have books, we have journals, we have electronic resources, we have media.
My favorite resource in the library has got to be the computers here. There's been probably countless parts of my life where I got to print out something for my lab, mostly chemistry, and class is going to be 5 minutes away. I love the internet here. Just go on, quickly print it out, and quickly go to class, and maybe do a last-minute pre-lab. Computers all the way.
Every semester for my 102 composition class, I bring my classes in to have a library orientation session. And those sessions are tremendously helpful for my students. Many of them have never even been in the library before. And they're just amazed at how many resources that we have. And every time I go in for one of these sessions, I learn a great deal of information as well.
So after I give my library colleagues the text that we use, then they spend time, probably a couple weeks, doing research and finding the specific resources, whether they are online or whether they're in book form in the library. And then when my students come for that session, they've already pulled this information and these sources, and then through literally showing them resource material and doing examples from the Harper website, they show students how to use literary databases and how to do their MLA research guides, and really, truly are a significant part of the whole research paper process.
I use the library on a day-to-day basis. I have 4 classes here, and I do a lot of different term papers. I work on a computer a lot, and I ask a lot of questions because when I don't have the actual answers, the librarians are very helpful. I go in a basement a lot to pick up movies that the teachers have instructed us to get. And then I also watch the movies down there and utilize the TV. So that's what I do in the library on a day-to-day basis.
The environment here is very welcoming and comfortable.
Every time I come here, it's tranquil. It's not too loud, not too quiet. It's a place I can just sit down and enjoy a book or chat with friends.
I like the Harper College Library because it's so quiet, and you can basically, there's so many different resources in here. You can use a computer, you can have a table all to yourself, and there's plenty of tables in the back, and there's so many books to check out. I love coming here because I can have a whole giant space to myself just to focus on my homework, and I have very little distractions, and I can get things done so much easier than if I was anywhere else in the school or even at home.
What I really like about this library is the study rooms that they offer for the group, so we can get together and study better and concentrate on our stuff better.
What I like about the library is that they have independent study groups or study rooms that we can use. Like me and Reza, my friend, we have a chemistry study group, and we for the quizzes that we have, and we use these independent study rooms to help us. And it's a very nice, quiet area that we can use and concentrate on our work and get it done.
I use the library to check out DVDs that I watch with my family and my friends, and then I check out books sometimes, usually fiction books and books for my mom, because I'm her own reader advisor.
Like, we have a lot of movies, and I have not had to go to Blockbuster or really pay for a movie since I discovered the movie collection here.
One of the things that I really like about the Harper Library is our wide array of students that come to the reference desk looking for help. We've got students straight out of high school and students who have come back to work on getting their degree after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and I just really enjoy working with all of them.
My favorite part of the library obviously is the interlibrary loan department. We send out about 9,000 things every year to different libraries.
I have used the interlibrary loan. My friend Tim has gotten me some articles. I have an article right here on Kafka that he got me about a month ago, and it was a pretty obscure article, so I thank him.
You're not just in one space, Harper College Library, but you're in this gigantic connected realm that can bring a wealth of material that can really benefit student learning.
I've been working here for about a year, and it's really opened up my eyes to how many resources the library has. There's so much information out there, and a library is a great place to go get it. I like classic literature. I love Dostoevsky. He's my one true love. So this is a good place to get the classics, as well as, like, you know, criticism and commentary. The reference section here is huge and very fun.
I think a lot of students that I have over the years, and I've seen this develop over time, believe that the library is something that they don't necessarily need to use, that they can find all their information on the internet. And they tend to use Wikipedia quite a bit, or try to just Google in their queries and receive information that way. And what they fail to realize is some of the best material, if not the very best material, can only be found in the library.
My favorite resource at Harper College Library is the librarians. They're here to help you, and whatever you need to find, they'll help you do that.
I've asked a lot of questions and they've answered every single question. I mean, I've looked for books, and every single time I couldn't find them. But when I go to the desk, they find it.
I've always considered myself a person who's intensely curious and likes very much to work with people on their academic issues, helping people research, really getting into the research with them, kind of guiding them along and learning something a little bit along the way as I go. I tend to get to be as interested in a reference question as sometimes the student is, and which is a really rewarding part of the job.
One of the best things about the Harper Library is our staff here. Everyone's very knowledgeable and helpful, and they're really a great resource.
I grew up in the library. My mom actually just wrote me this email like, oh, remember when you were a little kid and you used to walk up to the desk with a stack of books that would almost cover your face? You know, you'd always check out the maximum, so we'd come home with 50 books and you'd go read them all in 3 days. So I just belong in the library. I feel at home.
I've gone to libraries since I was his age. So it's one of those things that I just know libraries, so I might as well come back and work here. Yeah, it's fun. He also likes libraries, as you can tell. He's very chatty. Henry, do you want to say anything? Where are the Dr. Seuss books? Well, I think they're downstairs. We'll have to check that out soon.
This library is 40% less musty smelling than previous libraries.
My wife works here. I like to come see her. I remember when the boys were young, Michelle used to bring them in here during the day and get them books. They'd get to go down to the cafeteria to eat, and they enjoyed coming here. Life books and libraries have been a big part of our children's life, and obviously Michelle's life, which has bled over into mine. Yes.
Libraries aren't just about finding books. It's not just about finding databases. Libraries are all about enriching your experience and expanding your horizons and making it possible for you to be a lifelong learner, regardless of whether you're a child or a teenager or an adult. Libraries are the right place to build a better understanding of the entire world around you. Thank you very much.